Hi, this is Christina, and I came back with some cosmic insight to you, actually, Libras, for July 2022. So if you have a Libra rising, a Libra sun, or a Libra moon, this is your July astrology horoscope, astrology forecast. Okay, here is my little wheel to help you to understand what's going to happen. And I promised to myself I'm going to come up with shorter videos. But unfortunately, this month, it happened to be like each one of your signs is also half an hour again. So we will see next month how can I create something very interesting, but still a lot shorter so I can keep your attention. Okay, Libras. July, I have the note right in front of me. And I'm going to start with July 1st, when Mars and Pluto square going to be exact. Mars is in your 7th house, Pluto is in your 4th house. This is a very unpleasant planetary aspect in heaven. And actually what's happening right now, it's going to happen on your family and relationship front. Mars in the 7th house could give you a lot of mojo, a lot of sexual desire. And Pluto in the 4th house, and because it squares, it is representing something, but I cannot deliver it because of I need to take care of my family. My children are always around, or, like I have other family matters. 4th house is family, roots, real estate. Pluto retrograde over here for you, it could represent something which is coming back to you with real estate issues. It's coming back to family issues. And actually the 4th house also representing ending and funeral. So Pluto over here could represent like a family member died and neither, like it is just like clashing with my desires because I need to take care of something on a family front than to take care of my own desire or own needs, sexual needs. Actually, Jupiter and Mars in Aries could be pretty impulsive and arrogant, and it is like the one-on-one relationship, married, significant other, long-term relationship. So I would actually recommend you to be more humble, because it could be like a business partner or a marriage partner, a significant other could think like, oh my, you are not humble anymore, you became very arrogant. So be mindful about that, okay? Besides that, all right, so it could also, because Jupiter still in your 7th house, it could bring in a new partner, or it could be an impulsive marriage. For example, it could be something like, I did not think of to marry with my girlfriend, boyfriend, but right now I made an impulsive decision. I went to Vegas, I went somewhere, and we just got married out of nowhere. Okay, but Pluto here with this square, it could be like, if I did that impulsively, I might regret later on. Okay, let's move on to July 2nd. July 2nd, we're going to have Mercury in Gemini here. Mercury in Gemini, it's going to actually trine with Saturn retrograde at your 5th house. 5th house is your investment, children, joy, happiness. Saturn retrograde, every single malefic planet, if it's going to retrograde, it's losing its power, actually. So with Mercury here, it's trine. It's a really, really desirable aspect in astrology. It's very welcome. It is without any kind of what is that? Sheep, right? And what's going to go over here, it is like Mercury, Saturn, 9th and 5th house. 9th house is your higher education, your spirituality. It could be your second husband. So it could be like actually you going to go on dating site and you're going to meet your second husband. It could be, or someone is coming back to you actually who was lover before. And, like in the 9th house, it could be like, oh, all right, so we are dating again, someone from the past. Or just start to corresponding, texting, or whatever it is. And
Mercury in 9th house could be a vehicle. Saturn over here in retrograde in the 5th house, it could be like, even if it's trining, it could be like, I do have some kind of issue with my vehicle to go for travel. But actually, because of it's a trine, somebody going to lend me a car, or I'm capable the last minute to fix the car. Some issues could be like that as well. July 2nd, also Mercury going to square with Neptune. So trine with Saturn, square with Neptune. Neptune is in your 6th house. 6th house is your health, your daily routine, your regime. That is your work, that is your tenant as well. So here it is squaring. It could be like your tenant is lying about something, or it could be something like maybe you do have some kind of issue with drinking or pharmaceutical drugs or any kind of drugs, and this square is like you need to adjust it, you need to seek for some kind of help. And 9th house, actually, it is something, it could be spiritual because ruled by Jupiter, it could be religion. So you might going to go to ask help from some kind of priest or some kind of religious organization, but they might going to deny help because it's a square. All right, what else going to go on? So July 5th, we're going to have Mercury going to Cancer. And actually Mercury is really fast right now because in 1 month it's going to change sign twice. The 5th is going to be in Cancer, but the 19th is already gonna be in Leo. And then Mars is going to, from Aries to Taurus, and Mercury and Mars going to sextile in your 8th and 10th house. So it could be some kind of impulsive conversation about your career, about your awards, about your reputation. And 8th house is something with research, psychology. So it could be something like, okay, right now I'm going to get a job, or I'm going to do something what is connected with either psychology, or I'm gonna become a detective, or I'm going to be a forensic astrologist, a criminal astrologist. It could be something with that, because Mercury usually also rules, you know, the 3rd house, and 3rd house is Gemini, and Gemini and 3rd house could be internet related. So it definitely could be that. So something with either astrology, or it could be something like something detective, criminal, psychology, psychiatry. So yeah, that would be great. To choose a career right now, or have an audition, or have, you know, like just go for a work audition, and then you will get it. And then July 9th, we have Mercury square Neptune. So this Mercury, actually Jupiter, square Jupiter. So it's gonna go to 7 degrees. As I said, it's very fast. Mercury 10th house and Jupiter in 7th, some kind of argument with the significant others because of work. So the career could take a lot of time from you. And, you know, you're going to have just some kind of arguments, and your significant other want more time of you. And then July 10th, the sun going to sextile, this sun with Uranus. Uranus in 8th, sun in 10th. All right, so what's going to happen? Uranus is the unconventional, that is the rebel, that is the unusual in your 8th house. But it's all sextile. So sextiling is not without challenges, though, but you know, like it's still very welcoming and sweet aspects in astrology. So that is 8th house and 10th house matters. You can get some kind of inheritance in what is helping your career, or you could have other people's money, bank or loans or insurance that is helping to create your dream career. Okay, the foundation for that. On July 12th, then Sun going to sextile with North Node. North Node is already catching up with Uranus, and Mars will also soon to have the Big Bang, what happened 2,300 years ago. So in Taurus. So what's going to happen over here? It's happened something like, okay, So Uranus, North Node and Sun. North Node is your purpose. It's not a planet, it's a mathematical point of the moon. And North Node is karmic. North Node is where you're heading in life. So most likely you're going to want to learn something different or create a career actually, which is ruled by 8th house, sexual psychologist. It could be detective, psychiatrist, something about sex, death, mortgage, banker, something like that, or even, you know, a funeral home. You can create a funeral home. So anything with funeral, pregnancies, abortions, miscarriages, because 8th house also rules those kind of things as well. Okay, and then July 13, we're going to have Venus in Gemini. It's still in Gemini. Where is Venus? Venus. Oh, Venus is in Gemini, not in Taurus. So yes, Venus in Gemini going to, but it's going to, let me see my notes. Venus in Gemini going to trine with Saturn here. Okay. So Venus, Saturn. Saturn is an older lover. 5th house is intimacy. Venus is 9th house. It could be you become your second husband or second wife. It could be very pleasant. So for example, you're going to a long distance travel and you meet someone and you're going to create a friendship with that people, or you're going to meet your older siblings. 9th house is older siblings as well. And that's gonna be long term. And you know, you might even go move back close to her, him, or she going to come and move close to you. It could be also like if you were waiting for something what is hold you back in creativity. And actually it could be some kind of immigration paper because you couldn't start a business in a foreign land because you didn't have the right papers. Right now it's giving you the opportunity to get everything organized, and then you will be capable to actually move forward with that. So it's a loving energy. Then on July 13th, again, Mercury going to sextile this Mercury with Uranus. So Mercury, Uranus, the two brain. Uranus is the higher octave of brain, Mercury is the smaller one. Uranus is tornadoes, Mercury is wind. So it could be multiple things. Of course, all the planets has multiple things and the way it's folding out. But in this case, 10th and 8th house, it is again something with career and something with loans and something with banking and sexuality. It could be like, you know, you're going to actually get attracted to someone at work, where you work at your career, because of you attracted to brain, someone, or it is simple as it is brainstorming, but very, very deep, because 8th house is the unseen, the underworld, very deep rooted. So you're going to have brainstorming and researching and constant researching. Okay, so July 13 again, July 14th, Venus in Gemini going to square with Neptune. Neptune and Venus going to square. Those are also two very sister planets. So Neptune is a male actually, but siblings planet. Neptune is the higher octave of love, the unconditional love, the forgiveness. Venus is love. So, but they are squaring right now. They don't, they argue in an arguing position right now in your 6th and 9th house. So if it says, if you want to travel, you might have to change something at your work regime. And it could be like, okay, you were lying about something at work. That's why you already finished whatever you needed to finish and you didn't. And that's why they figure out and they're not going to let you to travel until you finish it. Something simple as it is could happen. Or it could be something like 6th house is a 9th square. You are not capable to go because you started to take some kind of new supplements. It's health, some kind of new supplements, and you wanted to go for this trip, but first you need to be sure the pharmaceutical or anything what you take, it's actually affecting maybe your depression or anything like that. So you are not capable to go for the trip. Okay, so July 16, we have Mercury and Sun in Cancer. conjuncting. And this is when Sun combusts any planet. Sun is really bright, really vivid, so has a lot of energy. So when it's going to combust Mercury, Mercury is not seen. So the communication planet or vehicle is not seen, or children. So it could be like, for example, simple as it is, you are working all the time, Sun is always there, you take a lot of time, and your child is not seen by you because of you are not capable to take time, because Mercury is children as well. Take time with them because of your career. It could be simple as it is, like, for example, somebody else is shining at your work and you are not heard. So you keep talking, but somehow they don't even pay attention to you. All right. And yes. Okay, so then July 17th, we're going to have Venus going to Cancer. Venus is going to go to Cancer. I have to write it here because my cute puppy ate Venus. So 17th is going to Cancer in your career zone. So it's another beautiful, loving aspect for your career. So you can shine over there. You can do some kind of design, or you know, choose some kind of designing career. It's great, and it's loving, and it's money as well. And then yes, so, and then July 19, we're going to have Mercury already going to Leo. Look at that. But on July 17th, because before Mercury gonna go to Leo, it's going to do a trine with Neptune. So up here, Mercury is still there a little bit, and then going to do a trine with Neptune, and then on the 19th goes to Leo. So yes, so the 17th does a trine. So Mercury and Neptune trine is 6th and 10th house. It is again about career and work. So finally, you're going to do the career, the work, what is going to become your career. So you're going to become your purpose. It's not just a simple work, what you want, you know, you need to do for living. It's gonna become your career. And then the Sun going to also trine to Neptune. So the Sun also going to try to Neptune here. And that is, again, the same situation. You're just going to be shining, and will be very, very bright, actually, in your career. And it's going to be really welcoming for you, period. On July 19, as I said, Mercury goes to Leo, and that day going to be Sun and Pluto opposition. So Pluto is here in your 4th house, and Sun and Pluto opposition for 10th house. Again, argument, again, like challenges between family and career. They need you more, and you cannot give more time for them. So it's disappointment. And also Mercury the day before going to oppose with Pluto, and, you know, 2 days before. And it's exactly the same. Let's have a conversation. Why are you working all the time? You are always locking yourself up. You're making videos, whatever is that, you know, but it could be significant. You are always at the office. What are you doing? We need you. That kind of situation. Then July 22nd, Sun ingressing Leo. You know, happy birthday, Leos. It's beautiful if you have Leo moon rising, but we're talking about Libras right now, and Libras, you're going to have the Sun in your 11th house of social circle, and Mercury as well. So you're going to actually engage in kind of conversation all the time. You're going to expand your social circle, and you're going to be invited for parties, summer parties, celebration, birthdays, everything. And it's going to be joyful. 11th house is joyful. Also, don't forget your career. You worked very hard before month. So that is the money, 2nd house from 10th, so money from career. So it is also investment houses. So it could be like, all right, that's going to be very pleasant because I can make money and I'm gonna get bonuses. It also could be something with court system. So if you have a legal issue with a child or adoption or something like that, because you previously started to adopt when Neptune and Jupiter was conjuncting in April, all right, that court case could come through, and, you know, it's very positive for you. All right, July 23rd, we're going to have Ceres going to Leo as well. So the Ceres is the asteroid which I'm associate. It's not only loss. Ceres is, you know, the asteroid of grains and okay, but it's gonna go to Leo in your 11th house. 11th house is your social circle, public face, you know, the way they are receiving you in public. And Ceres over there could represent some kind of loss, and it could be some kind of like, because Ceres lost her daughter, got abducted, and it's lived in fear all the time. So it is some kind of fear, like you will be feared from maybe I don't want to lose my public image, or, you know, I don't want it to get damaged, or I don't want to lose a friend because I'm afraid if I'm not going to answer the calls or whatever, but I don't have time, I'm going to lose that friends, for example. And then on July 25th, we're going to have Venus in Cancer already, actually squaring with Jupiter in 7th, so 7th and 10th house. So that's again our argument between your loved ones and your career. And yeah, so that's going to be difficult month. I just realizing Libra for you, because of there is a lot of argument. The family needs you, your partner needs you, and you cannot actually give them much because of you need to work and you need to be at work, because otherwise you can lose your job. You have like deadlines, and you know, like you need to finish that book or whatever, because the public sister doesn't want to talk to you anymore or give you the money or whatever. So that kind of situation could be that. On July 28th, we're going to have actually Mercury in Leo squaring Uranus, and then it's going to square the next day with North Node as well. So Mercury in Leo going to square first Uranus after North Node. That is 11th and 8th house matters. It is something with investment. So this square could mean like, all right, you know, I invested in crypto and I invested in stock. 8th house is stock market, and Mercury is investment, selling, buying, and I lost some money on it. It could be simple as it is, like 8th house matters and North Node over there, and it's going to square with North Node also. So I wanted to create this career. I did. I worked very hard. I'm getting some kind of money out of this, but I need more loan. And, you know, I'm not, it seems like it's hardship with loan, hardship to get that insurance paid or that loan out. So that kind of situation. On July 29th, no, the 31st, actually, we have Mercury and Saturn opposition. So Mercury is moving fast and Saturn opposition. Mercury Saturn is censorship. It could be like, you know, but one of my friends not gonna talk to me, or one of my child doesn't want to talk to me because of, you know, I ignored them because of my work. It could be that. Simple as it is, but it's also because of 5th house is your module. 5th house is your creativity. Saturn and Mercury opposition, the words are not coming the right way. I'm not capable to write, not capable to talk. It's very hard to make a video, whatever is that, whatever you are doing, but it's hard to go out and talk in public right now. And then what we're going to have, I'm going to talk about a little bit of Juno and Vesta. Vesta went in retrograde on July 7th in Pisces, and Juno went in July 25th. And Chiron is in Aries, and it went actually in retrograde on 19th of July. So those asteroids are in retrograde. Chiron is the wounded warrior in the 7th house. I don't have time with my partner, and they're gonna get upset. So I need to heal this relationship. Vesta is the eternal flame. Vesta is in the 6th house. It is like, I need to take care of myself because my physical health is getting lower. When Vesta is going to retrograde, the flame inside in you, it's lower. So you will need to get some kind of retreat for yourself. And Neptune is here, so it is a retreat. So you are capable to find something, go to the beach, walk on the beach, be by the ocean or anything, you know, like some kind of spiritual retreat. Juno is the lover, the loyalty, your soulmate. In 6th house, it could be like, you know, I'm going to find a kindred spirit with my work, at my work, or a soulmate. But it could be also like I'm going to go back to work somewhere where I really love to work, and I felt that work was my kindred spirit, that soulmate of mine. So that could represent that as well. All right, and then Jupiter, the planet of Jupiter in your seventh, is gonna go to retrograde. So some kind of situation with your partner, with a business partner. It could be like a situation with a foreign company, for example, it's coming back to you, but it needs to be solved. It could be also like, for example, I have some kind of fallout or issue with my wife, husband, significant other, with my girlfriend, boyfriend, a long-term relationship. So it will actually come back. And you know, like it's a resolution. It's you know, Jupiter is the planet of blessing. Even if when it's retrograde, it is just something what needs to be solved. And then in the seventh house matters. And you know, yeah. All right. And I'm going to talk about the full moon and the new moon. So the full moon going to happen July 13th in Capricorn, 21 degree, 21 minutes. And the new moon later on the 28th, it's going to happen actually in Leo, 5 degrees. But 21 degree, 21 minutes in your fourth house, that is a full moon, a completion. I told you, some of you might going to face some kind of funeral or loss in the family. Pluto is also over here in retrograde. Fourth house is funeral and endings, but it could be simple as it is. We couldn't sell the house before and it came to completion and we are capable to sell it or capable to finish renovation, because Pluto is transformation. So it could be like you totally transformed your home and, you know, it was a long process, but right now it's came to completion. And then let's see, you're going to have a Leo new moon in 5 degrees and 39 minutes on 28th. And when Jupiter gonna go actually to retrograde, and when also Mercury going to square with Uranus, so on that day. And then let's see, so 11th house, that is something with friendship, social circle, tribe. So it is, or money from your career. So finally it's coming in the money. Finally you are seeing the fruition of your work, of your hard work. And it's a lot of new friends, new beginnings. It's your social circle is renewed. So that's what it is for you, Libra, this month. And actually, I hope I could shed some light. And if I did so, please don't forget to subscribe or like my videos or comment, or what would you like to hear next time. I promise I'm gonna be shorter, still detailed. And you know what? I really appreciate your attention. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful July till I meet you again. Bye.